Hello YouTube, it's your girl Kimberly. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. In this video, we are going to talk about broken nails. So this is the middle finger, so I'm not going to flip the bird to y'all. But I broke a nail. My nail is damaged. I want to talk about what happened, how I removed it, and what you should do if this happens to you. So if you want to know more, keep watching. Thank you so much for coming to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, you're awesome. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so that way you won't miss out on any amazing videos that I put here on this channel, including skincare, beauty, makeup, hair, just so many different things we talk about, product reviews. So you're not going to want to miss out on any of that, especially with the holidays coming up. Okay. So let's get into the topic of this video, my broken nails. So if you don't know, now you know, I wear acrylic nails all the time, usually 100% of the time of the year. Every couple years I'll give my nails a break, but then for the most part I'll slap some acrylic right back on it and get more nails. But unfortunately in September I broke a nail. So this was the nail that I broke, my middle fingernail. And what happened was I was out doing the most, broke the nail. The nail was bleeding, but my real nail had stayed mostly intact except for one sliver of nail inside was still soft across the nail plate. So this is what you do when you break a nail. You break a nail and the nail's still on there, right? You want to get a shallow glass dish or like a glass drinking glass that's like a short stubby one. You want to fill it like with 1/8 inch worth of hydrogen peroxide. You then want to take your finger and put it down in the glass and soak the nail with the hydrogen peroxide for like 3 minutes. There should be white bubblies all over the place, especially if the nail was bleeding, to clean and disinfect and get rid of all the bacteria that is now introduced into your nail, your natural nail, and your body from that acrylic nail. Next step, now that you've soaked the nail in hydrogen, nothing is going to happen to the nail. It's not going to break down. It's not going to change shape. The only thing that's going to happen is just cleaning the bacteria. So once you clean the bacteria, the next thing you want to do is start preparing to remove that nail. Okay, if the nail is long, so like these nails, the first thing I do is I take a toe clipper and then you cut it down. So you want to cut it so that way it's only the part that's on the nail plate and all the extension is gone. You cut it down. Next thing you want to do is see if it's lifting from the back. Now I know you're probably like, why am I checking to see if it's lifting from the back? In order to remove nail stick extensions, you either have to file until you get it off, or you have to soak it in acetone. Both of them are going to hurt. So what you could do in some occasions is if the nail is already lifting from the back, you could start to take the nail clipper, put it under the lift, and then cut that away so you have less nail to remove, right? So if that's possible, you can do that. If it's not possible, what you want to do is file down that nail as thin as you can. See if you can get it off by just filing, and then if not, then you last resort want to go to the acetone. Most likely, if you already soaked in the hydrogen peroxide, the acetone is going to sting less. So when you put it first in the acetone, it's going to be a quick like 10 seconds where it's like, ooh, it's burning. But then once you get past that first 10 seconds, the acetone is going to stop burning your cut. And then you're going to soak it off and do the normal steps that you do to soak that off. I don't recommend that you put glue on top of it and try to hold it together and go another 2 weeks to your appointment, because bacteria has already been introduced into it and now you're risking getting fungus directly into your bloodstream. So it's better to just walk around with a nail missing. Like, it happens to the best of us. I know that there's the idea that we want to save it, preserve the look, do as much as we can to keep it looking as nice as long as possible. But now you're talking about your health, right? So imagine if a week from now you end up having a fever because you had a fungus nail and now that those spores got into your blood. Like, that would be the dumbest reason to end up in the hospital. Like, just remove the nail. So in my instance, let's see if it's going to focus enough. So if you see, yes, there we go, perfect. So the nail broke. I put the tip over it even though it broke and it wasn't fully healed. So now it broke again, and this time it took half of my nail plate with it. So if you see that white line in the middle, that's the new end of my nail, and the top has no more nail plate. So I'm showing this as a cautionary tale that when your nail breaks the first time, feel free to either put a shorter nail on it or to just leave it off for a little bit, because if you don't, it's just going to re-break again. And the last thing you want is to have a nail that breaks, and then now your natural nail starts having issues, right? So now I'm going to have to, this happened in October. I'm not going to be able to put a tip on this until December, because I just don't feel, I mean, I'm going to go to my nail professional and see what she says. I might have enough tip in the back. I might have enough nail in the back for her to do like a full well or something. Like, I don't know if she wants to try to MacGyver it, but I'm gonna even tell her like I'm perfectly okay with just having a missing nail. Like, I'll put a band-aid on it, explain to people that some of my nail plate is gone and I'm trying to let it grow back. But we'll see what happens. But if you break a nail, really this video is to say clean it, remove it, then go get your nails done. Because if you are trying to preserve the broken tip on there, you're preserving the bacteria. Instead of trying to clean it, you can't even see what's happening with the natural nail because you'll have like the acrylic still over it. So really just remove the nail. That's going to be your best case scenario, okay? Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you don't have any broken nails, because I know how much it hurts, but just so that way you know if you do happen to break a nail, what you should do, okay? So thanks for watching this video, and I will see you next time.